Did you hear about the debate on doxing? It's about whether it's ethical to name those involved in antisemitic actions.
I was reading about the early instances of doxing. It used to be about publishing personal info of people with different political views.
Now, doxing has expanded. It's also about identifying people in anti-Semitic or bigoted activities.
Universities are really struggling with doxing. Some even have counseling offices for students affected by it.
You know, most doxing is actually protected under the First Amendment. Makes it tricky for institutions to deal with it.
There's a big ethical question around doxing, especially with how fast information spreads online.
When considering doxing, it's important to think about the nature of the info being shared.
There's a lot of debate about the government's role in doxing. Should they allow or prohibit disclosing protester identities?
Doxing ethics should be the same for both left and right-wing protesters, don't you think?
It's tough deciding whether to dox when the consequences could be really harsh, like deportation risks.
In extreme cases, like with certain organizations, disclosing names seems justifiable.
In the marketplace of ideas, there's usually a favor for disclosure, unless there's a risk of violence.
Some pro-Palestinian protesters have been violent. It's an ethical dilemma whether to disclose their identities.
Pro-Israel advocates should also face disclosure. Fair is fair, right?
Despite doxing, everyone should be safe from physical harm and threats.
People should be accountable for what they advocate, regardless of their stance.
Doxing can really impact someone's career prospects and how they're seen publicly.
Choosing what and whom to disclose is a big ethical responsibility.
Once information is doxed, it can spread globally in no time. That's a real concern.
Balancing free speech with privacy in doxing is a huge challenge.